Okay, students. That's kinematics we consider, whereas dynamics we consider is study of motion, knowing the cause for its motion. Mariam, is your mic on? Mariam seated, your mic is on, okay? Okay, now I said about kinematics and dynamics, I told you students. Can you define motion, students? If in case if I ask you, uh, anybody can define motion, students? Define motion, students.
Sir, change in position of an object.
Absolutely true. लेकिन ये जो change in position है, now a simple example. What you said it, okay? You said a change in position. Is that you only give the answer, no?
Yes, sir. With respect to time.
With respect to time, can also it be with respect to its immediate surroundings? That means with respect to an observer also.
Yes, sir.
Any students answer so now motion cannot be defined unless and until we consider there is an observer. I getting it? And motion cannot be considered with respect to time, because as time increases, motion we can consider increases. At a given time, listen carefully, at a given time we consider the particle cannot undergo motion. That means everybody listen carefully. If in case if I try to plot a graph, x-axis, y-axis, and if I take time on the x-axis, agreed, and motion on y-axis, or movement of an object, or we can say position of an object. Okay, if the position changes, of course, motion takes place. So now suppose if I try to give a graph in this, क्या ये ग्राफ पॉसिबल हो सकता है स्टूडेंट्स? Y axis पे मैंने either position लिया या motion I have considered. More precisely, I can consider as position. X axis पे मैंने time लिया. Look at the graph. How's the graph? Is this graph parallel to Y axis or parallel to X axis? What is it?
Parallel to Y.
Parallel to Y axis means parallel to position. Means what is happening? Am I increasing time? You'll say no. Am I decreasing time? No. But is the
Constant.
body undergoing change in position? Is the body undergoing change in position? Yes, the change in position is taking place. Students, is it possible for a body to have change in position without increase in time? Or without decrease in time? Time cannot be decreased,
No.
time always has to be increased. Time cannot be decreased, time always has to be increased. So जैसे जैसे time बढ़ेगा तो position change होगा ना students? हाँ students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That is why whenever you define motion, students, whenever you define motion, do keep in mind, students, you have to consider with respect to immediate surrounding and with respect to target. Motion cannot be defined unless and until we consider, students, there is an observer. Without observer, we cannot define motion we consider. So change in position of an object with respect to its immediate surrounding we consider, or with respect to time we can consider, is simply called as motion of a body we consider. Immediate surrounding we can simply take it as an observer. Now, for example, sitting at home, into your bedroom, will you say that your dad has left for office? Now, students, suppose if your dad is moving out for work in the morning hours, You are there into your home and you're sitting into the bedroom. Okay, sitting into your bedroom, will you define motion of your dad? No. You will actually see him moving out of the home. Or if your mom asks you, beta zara dekho papa ko auto mili ki nahi mili. So you will stand where exactly? You will stand at the balcony, or you will stand somewhere onto a part of your home where you actually see him catching a rickshaw and then moving, on an auto and then moving. That means unless and until you don't see him, you cannot define motion. So students, how is motion defined as? Motion is change in position. Change in position of an object or a particle with respect to immediate surrounding, or we can consider with respect to time we can consider. So that's what is simply considered as motion we consider. Motion cannot be defined unless and until there is no observer. This is very important. क्या ये clear हुआ सबको students? Is this part clear with everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now let us understand. If the position, suppose if I say, if the position of the object does not change, that means what exactly we consider the object to be? Is the object is in motion, the object is at rest?
At
It's at
rest.
rest, we consider. And secondly, if the object changes its position with respect to an observer, then what exactly consider? It's in motion. And how do we define rest and motion? How do you define rest and motion? We define the rest and motion of a body considering what? Considering whether the body is in what frame of reference with respect to the surroundings. Is that clear? So if in case, if an observer sees, this is an observer. If an observer O sees that person A is initially at point P and time is simply increasing, but there is no motion of the body. That means the body is at rest. But now if he sees another observer B, other person B, and if that person is changing its position from B to C, then from C to D with increase in time, then yes, the body is certainly in motion we consider. So students, motion is always defined with respect to its immediate surrounding, and that's an observer. Now, where exactly the observer has to be? So it's where exactly the observer has to be. The observer has to fix himself to a particular frame of reference. Abhi ye dhyan mein rakhna, students. Suppose if in case if I say what is the best position for one to define motion, there are two kinds of it, students. There are two kinds of it. For example, I can consider a body at rest. X, Y, Z. This is the rectangular coordinate, students. Point of intersection of X, Y, Z. That is 0, 0, 0. Can I say the best position to define motion of a body is what? When a person fixes himself at origin. यानी तुम अपने आप को अगर तुम origin पे रखोगे तो वहां से तुम किसी भी ऑब्जेक्ट का मोशन डिफाइन कर सकते हो. That means this will be motion in space. For example, you are at your home and if you see a honeybee coming into your home and that honeybee is moving here and there, in order to define motion of that particular body, what exactly do? You fix yourself to one corner of your room. From there, you are going to define motion of a body. And that will be very well defined where exactly the honeybee is. So over here, where is the observer? The observer himself is at rest. Observer himself is at rest and defines motion. Whereas in the second case, the observer itself is in motion, we consider. In order to define, for example, if I say, this is a car A, listen carefully, students. This is car A, and the observer is inside this car. The speed of a car, if I have to consider, is 70 kilometers per hour. Another car, B, having a speed of 100 kilometers per hour, surpasses Students, another car, 100 kilometers per hour, surpasses, that means overtakes A. Now can I say A can still define motion? Yes. जब ये car surpass हो जाएगी तो can I say now the car is ahead? The same car is ahead in this case. So now what do you say? What exactly person A will say? Observer A will say, listen carefully. Observer A will say that he saw car B overtaking us or overtaking their car or overtaking A, we consider, and he can define motion of the body in what direction? Forward direction. If he knows the speed of it, he can say that the speed of car B was 30 kilometers per hour more as compared to that of A. But now, do you see the observer at rest? Students, यहाँ पे observer at rest था. Your observer was in motion. Observer is in uniform motion, we consider, with a constant speed. But still, could he define motion of B? Yes, he could define. He could define motion of B. B surpassed him, overtook him, and he moved ahead. So he saw B. And he said that B is moving ahead of me. Is this clear to all the students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So there are two ways in which one can define motion. अगर तुम्हें motion को define करना है, या तो observer rest पे हो सकता है और वहां से वो define कर सकता है motion, या observer भी motion में है. It's going with uniform, we consider speed and can define motion. कोई उसको लीड करेगा, कोई लैग करेगा. अभी फॉर एग्जांपल इसका 100 होता और आगे वाले का 70 होता, तो he will say that I have gone ahead. I saw car B having low speed going behind. He will say that. That is what the motion is defined with respect to an observer, we consider. But was the observer at rest or the observer is in motion? Observer is simply in motion, students. So how do one consider motion? Motion is defined as change in position of an object with respect to its immediate surrounding and with respect to time, we consider. As time increases, the position of the body also goes on increasing. If a body is at rest with increase in time, if the body does not undergo change in position with increase in time, then the body is at rest. But with increase in time, if the body is changing its position from B to C, C to D, D to E, then the body is in motion. Now to define motion, you need to have an observer. The best position to define observer is what? The observer should be at origin, 0, 0, 0. And that is what? This is what we call as inertial frame of reference. This is called as initial frame of reference. Students, because the observer is at rest. The observer is at rest. In what frame of reference the observer is defining motion? The observer itself is in a state of rest. And the observer is defining motion. Such a frame of reference is called inertial frame of reference. यहाँ पे observer motion में है. In order to define, वो खुद motion में है. In order to define motion of a body. What is this we call? Non-inertial frame of reference. Or you can say accelerated. अभी यहाँ पे उसकी speed कम है, तो ये decelerated हुआ, या उसका speed ज़्यादा भी हो सकता था, accelerated. So there are two kinds of frame of reference, students. Listen carefully. There are two kinds of frame of reference where observer can define motion of any object. Now, if somebody asks which are the two frame of reference, then one should say, sir, it can be inertial frame of reference or it can be non-inertial frame of reference. Inertial frame of reference का मतलब क्या? Inertial frame of reference. See, the word itself gives you inert, inactive, at rest. तो तुम्हें क्या बोलना है? Observer rest पे है और वहां से वो define कर रहा है motion भाई. For example, you and your parents, suppose your dad is leaving home, and your mom tells you, just check out, did he remove his car from the parking lot? What do? You fix yourself, students. You fix your, for example, you're staying on the 10th floor. What do? You come to the balcony, you're standing at the 10th floor of your balcony, and you saw your dad moving out of the building. That means, where did you fix yourself? You fixed yourself to a particular coordinate, a particular axis, but are you at rest? Yes, you are at rest. Were you in motion to define this motion? No. But at the same time, suppose if you're cycling down the building, your mom, she tells you, just check out. So yes, you saw your cycle was over here, you saw the car and you were also in motion, and you saw your dad also taking the car out. So were you at rest during that time to define motion? No, you were in motion. That means you were in what frame of reference? Non-inertial frame of reference. So students, is this clear? How to define motion of a body? So simply when one says motion का मतलब क्या हुआ? There is change in position होना जरूरी है. Time बढ़ना जरूरी है. उसके लिए ऑब्जर्वर होना जरूरी है. ऑब्जर्वर या तो रेस्ट पे है और वो डिफाइन कर सकता है मोशन, या ऑब्जर्वर खुद भी मोशन में होगा तो भी वो डिफाइन कर सकता है. ना फॉर एग्जांपल इन अ कार देयर आर your dad is driving, your mom is sitting and you are behind. Your dad raises a question to you. When the car is in motion. He asks you a question, beta, am I in motion? Then second question he asked, beta, is mom also in motion? Then what will be your answer?
Yes, sir.
Your answer will be no. क्यों? अरे तुम ऑब्जर्वर हो. तुम ऑब्जर्वर होने की वजह से तुमने डैड को अपना डिड ही चेंज द पोजीशन माय डियर? मैंने पूछा कार पूरी इस मोशन में है, डैड आगे बैठा है, ममा उसके बाजू में बैठी है, तुम पीछे बैठे हो, डैड ने तुम्हें क्वेश्चन पूछा, बेटा एम आई इन मोशन, इज योर मॉम इन मोशन? तुम्हारा आंसर क्या होना चाहिए? यस नहीं, तुम्हारा आंसर नो होगा. क्यों? मोशन का डेफिनेशन क्या है? There should be change in position of the body with respect to time. Your dad raised a question to you. He was waiting for 1 minute. बेटा आंसर दो. 2 minutes. बेटा आंसर दो. 3 minutes. यानी टाइम बढ़ रहा था. लेकिन क्या ये दोनों the mom and dad, did they change the position? No. यानी स्टूडेंट्स जब भी तुम ऑब्जर्वर थे तो with respect to you, dad was at rest. Even mom also was at rest. With respect to dad, when dad becomes an observer, you were at rest, mom also were at rest. If mom becomes an observer, with respect to mom, you are also at rest, the dad is also at rest. And with respect to each other, all of you all are at rest. But if you see PO somewhere standing at the bus stop, waiting for a bus, and you all are moving ahead, then what do you say? Are we saw Pio, she's going in the means we saw Pio in that is your car was in motion and we assumed we consider the Pio is going in the backward direction. Suppose if the speed of the car is 70 kilometers per hour, what you will say? That Pio was in the direction opposite to the motion of the car. By how much? 70 kilometers per hour. Or with respect to Pio, she was at rest. Could she define the motion of you all three? Yes. She saw all three of you all changing the position with respect to time. So now she is an observer, but the observer is at rest, can't define motion. Or person B is in another car, parallel road, getting a parallel to you. Saw you all moving in the forward direction. What was that frame of reference? Non-inertial frame of reference. So how is motion, students, defined as? Motion is defined as change in position of a body with respect to its immediate surrounding and with respect to time. If time increases, the change in position also should increase. At constant time, there cannot be increasing change in position at all, students. Next point is, where do you fix the observer, or where exactly the position of the observer should be in order to define motion? So there are two frame of reference, either inertial frame of reference or non-inertial frame of reference. Inertial frame of reference, that means the body is at rest, and this one, the body is in motion. Is this clear, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Swayam, why you joined it late? Swayam, we are on kinematics. This is simply motion itself only. I'm just defining motion. Okay? Just define motion. Can I erase this part, students? Okay, students. Now can I give you one? Erase it. Can I give you one more example? Okay, please pay attention. Let's see who can answer for this. Now, for example, suppose if I say one of you all is cycling. Okay, one of you all is cycling one of you all are cycling. We consider on one fine day. But listen carefully. You're cycling on a road. Listen carefully, students. You're cycling on a road where there is nobody to watch you. A particular area where nobody is there to see you. Not even to your right, to your left, behind, in front, no one. And you're cycling along a certain path. Now, can anybody tell me, will you define motion? Think as if you are cycling on a surface and there is nobody to watch her at that moment. So, kya PU is in motion? Observer hai nahi wahan pe? So, kya PU is in motion?
No, sir.
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, who said yes? Vritti, you said yes?
Yes, sir.
So, how could you define motion of PU? कैसे पता चला कि PU motion में? उसने कॉल करके बोला कि मैं मोशन में हूँ.
सर अगर वो ऑब्जर्व करेगी तो वो उसके साइड से वो मोशन में है.
No, louder.
सर वो ऑब्जर्व करेगी तो उसके साइड से तो वो मोशन में है ना. शी इज मूविंग विद रिस्पेक्ट टू टाइम.
With respect to herself, she can define motion of objects around her. Hello, जब वो cycling कर रही है, तो she could see a tree going behind. खुद के बारे में नहीं बोलेगी. Hello, जब भी a simple example, जब भी तुम चलते हो या तुम बस में हो, जब भी तुम ट्रेन में हो या ऑटो रिक्शा में हो या कार में हो, तो do you define your motion or you define the motion of the surrounding things? कि बस स्टॉप पीछे की तरफ गया, अरे आइसक्रीम पार्लर पीछे गया. हाँ या ना?
यस सर.
तो फिर अगर तुम्हारी कार 60 किलोमीटर पर आवर के ऊपर से जा रही है आगे और तुमने नेशनल्स का आइसक्रीम पार्लर देखा, तुरंत मामा आइसक्रीम पार्लर पीछे गया. शिट, मुझे खानी थी आइसक्रीम. आई गेटिंग इट? So you said in that particular. So now my same question to you all students. When PU is cycling on a level surface in that case, and there is nobody around her to watch her motion. तो क्या मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है, is she in motion? Come on, tell me fast.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Who said that?
Yes.
Farhan, you said it.
With respect to who?
With respect to?
Who?
Sir, with respect to
Sir,
immediate
immediate
surrounding.
surrounding, sir.
Immediate surrounding यानी कैसे?
सर मतलब जो जो चीज है वही आपने जो अभी बताया वैसे.
हाँ.
Sir
Yani-
means not to observer.
With respect to what?
Sir, with respect to surrounding, leaving the
सर
observer.
ये कंडीशन में जो मतलब मोशन में वही ऑब्जर्वर भी हो जाएगा ना.
नहीं, उसको हम ऑब्जर्वर नहीं लेते हैं. हम लेते हैं अर्थ को ऑब्जर्वर और अर्थ को हम रेस्ट में लेते हैं. यानी स्टूडेंट ध्यान से सुनना, कोई भी प्रॉब्लम तुम्हें देता है या कोई भी मल्टीपल चॉइस क्वेश्चंस होता है. सपोज if one says that a car is traveling at the speed of 70 kilometers per hour, then what is the speed of that car with respect to whom? Agar that is not specified, students always consider earth to be an observer and the earth is at rest. Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
now when PU was riding that case, there was nobody to watch her. But was she in motion? Then your answer should be yes, sir. She was in motion, considering what? Earth. Of course, but Earth is a non-living we consider. But then too also, that was the immediate surrounding. There was an immediate surrounding in that particular, that's the Earth we consider as a part. And throughout the motion, Earth wasn't considered, and the Earth is at rest meeting. So at times, students do keep in mind, when no observer has been considered, still the body can be considered to be in motion with respect to Earth, and the Earth is simply at rest. Is this clear to all of you?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
समझ
sir.
में आया? सारों को not 1, 2 and 3. मैं सिर्फ 3 या 4 को नहीं पढ़ा रहा हूँ, students. Aisha, is it clear?
Yes,
Neha,
sir.
is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Vruddhi, Tushar, Daksh.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Swayam, what about you, Shubh?
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
understood.
Okay. पीयू तो समझेगी ना, पीयू का तो एग्जाम्पल ही लिया है.
Yes,
Is
sir.
it
I
right?
understood.
Okay, fine. Friends, can I erase this? Erase करूँ मैं इसको?
Sir, what you have written down in the
Pardon? क्या बोल रहा हूँ?
from of reference.
Your voice is cracking, my dear.
Inert
Yeah. Inertial frame of reference. The word inertial means inert, inactive. That means the observer is at rest. Non-inertial frame of reference, that means the observer is in motion and defining the motion of an object. Okay, students. Now let's move further. Do keep in mind, students, over here, when I'm moving further over here, we can go for location of a position of a particle, students. So I told you, in order to locate the position of a particle, okay, in space we consider, then the best position we consider is 0, 0, 0. Let us understand a quick concept related to your vectors. Your vectors में तुम पढ़ चुके हैं, students. Let us understand this. Let us see who can answer for the students. Okay. I'm trying to put forward position of a particle, that is in order to locate with respect to coordinate axis. Okay. Position of a particle. Located. Okay. We are trying to locate with respect to the coordinate axis. Okay, that is into 3 vectors, 3 orthogonal we consider. Now listen carefully, students. Suppose agar if I happen to consider अगर मैंने ध्यान से सुना स्टूडेंट्स, अगर मैंने लोकेशन अगर मैंने पूछा ऑफ अ पार्टिकल, ओके, और मैंने दिया 0, y, 0, उसका मतलब वेयर इज अ पार्टिकल
On y-axis.
ऑन y एक्सिस. यानी तुम कहां पे अपने आप को प्लेस कर रहे हो स्टूडेंट्स? वेयर हैव यू प्लेस्ड?
Origin.
यस. यानी ये ध्यान रखना, लोकेशन ऑफ अ पार्टिकल एंड दिस इज द कोऑर्डिनेट्स गिवन टू यू. यानी तुम ओरिजिन पे हो स्टूडेंट्स, तुम खड़े हो ओरिजिन पे, और तुम्हारा जो पार्टिकल है वो यहाँ पे है. सपोज से पार्टिकल P, तो पार्टिकल P यहाँ पे, ये ध्यान में रखना. अगर सपोज वही मैंने 0, 0, z दिया होता तो उसका मतलब
Particle
Z
Z पे होता है.
yes. And where are you fixing yourself over? ये क्लियर हुआ? यानी whenever you are getting problems, बहुत ध्यान से करना है इसको. Location of a particle with respect to coordinates. Now, for example, if I try to give you rectangular coordinates, okay, if I give you your three orthogonal vectors, mutually perpendicular vectors, x, y, z. This I'll take it as I, j, and k. Point of intersection 0, 0, 0, and that's the origin I'll consider. Okay. Now, suppose if I say the particle is initially at point A. Okay. So ये क्या हो जाएगा? What is this? If the particle is initially at point A, तो मुझे बताओ students, ये OA क्या represent करता है? What exactly vector OA represents?
Position.
Position vector. यानी ये क्या बताता है? Position of a particle. यानी instantaneous position बता रहा है. उस टाइम को particle कहाँ पे है? तो इसको हम क्या बोलेंगे? Position vector. Can I represent it as R1 also? Why not? मैं इसको R1 represent कर सकता हूँ. Now let us say इसके coordinates में देता हूँ students. Let me give the coordinates of this. क्योंकि ये कहाँ पे है? Particle A कहाँ पे? Students, is the particle is on x-axis? Is the particle on x-axis?
No,
No.
sir.
No,
In
sir.
Is the
XY
particle
plane.
on y-axis?
XY
No.
plane.
XYZ plane के अंदर है. यानी can I say इसके coordinates I can take it as x1, y1, z1. क्या ये clear हुआ students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now can anybody tell me, can you write down its position vector in vector form? So what will say? x1 bar plus y1 bar plus z1 bar. क्या ये clear हुआ?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can you write down its position in unit vector form?
Sir, xi cap,
XI cap.
y j
x1
cap
I
and
cap,
z k cap.
y1 j cap, z1 k cap. क्या ये clear हुआ students आपको?
Yes, sir.
ये जो पोजीशन है उसको मैं कैसे दूंगा? मैं शायद मीटर में भी दूं, सेंटीमीटर में भी दूं, मिलीमीटर में भी दूं, किलोमीटर में भी दूं, मेरी मर्जी भाई. मैं प्रॉब्लम कैसे भी थ्रो कर सकता हूँ तुम्हें. समझ में आ रहा है स्टूडेंट्स? लेकिन ये उसका पोजीशन है, इंस्टेंटेनियस पोजीशन. इज दिस मच क्लियर टू ऑल ऑफ यू?
Yes, sir.
अभी ये
Yes, sir.
पार्टिकल कहाँ से आ जा रहा है? नाउ दिस पार्टिकल मूव्स फ्रॉम ए टू बी. सपोज अगर पार्टिकल यहाँ पे आया तो कैन आई से नाउ दिस बिकम्स माय इंस्टेंटेनियस पोजीशन.
Yes, sir.
So this is my initial position. Now suppose if I shift, this is my final position. So can I write on my final position in vector form, unit vector form? So let us say its coordinates क्या होगा? x2, y2, z2. So can I say this is x2y cap plus y2j cap plus z2k cap? Agreed. And this also can be meter, centimeter, millimeter, kilometer, whatever it is. Students, do you find out there is change in position of the particle? Students, is the particle has undergone change in its position?
Yes, sir.
Initially,
Yes,
where the
sir.
particle was? Initially, कहाँ पे था? Particle कहाँ पे था? The particle was initially at
O.
A. हाँ, O पे तो तुम हो. Hello, O पे तो observer है.
Origin.
O पे तो observer है. तुम define कर रहे हो students. ऐसा मत करना. Particle A पे था पहले. Particle is initially, particle initial position ये है. Students, ये क्या होगा? ये होगा final position. Students, समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं?
Yes, sir.
So what
Yes,
is
sir.
change in position?
R2 minus R1.
I get again. That means the particle was initially over here. It has moved from A to B. The particle has moved from A to B. So ये motion हुआ. ये motion हुआ. And what exactly this becomes? This becomes change in position. Delta R. क्या ये clear हुआ?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now if I happen to put forward students, what is delta R we can consider? This is called as change in position of particles. Can I use triangle law of vector addition in this particular vector? In this particular
Yes,
triangle?
sir.
Yes,
देखो,
sir.
Yeah.
tail, head, tail, head. tail of the first vector to the head of the other vector. So can I use triangle law के अंदर ये R1 bar plus delta R bar will be equal to R2 bar. क्या ये clear हुआ students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What is the change in position? What is the change in position? So can I say it will be R2 minus R1?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me how do you represent this in vector form and how do you represent in magnitude form? Sure, anybody? Change in position in vector form I want and change in position in magnitude form. Can anybody tell me that?
Sir, x2 minus x1.
Very good, very good. Then y2 minus y1 and z2. What about magnitude? कैसे निकालोगे?
Sir, ax root ax square plus ay square plus az square.
हाँ, that means over here कैसे निकालोगे? यहाँ पे कैसे निकालोगे? शुभ
Sir, mod of delta.
mod of
Delta.
mod of delta R sir.
हाँ, mod of delta R कैसे निकालोगे? That's my question to you.
सर पहले डेल्टा आर निकाले फिर उसका मॉड्यूलस वो अंडर रूट ए स्क्वायर प्लस बी स्क्वायर प्लस
हाँ, यानी एक्चुअली तुम क्या करोगे? अगर किसी ने पूछा व्हाट एग्जैक्टली चेंज इन पोजीशन इन वेक्टर फॉर्म स्टूडेंट्स, तो तुम क्या बोलते हो? x2 minus x1 I cap plus y2 minus y1 j cap. Agreed? Plus z2 minus z1 k cap. Now if somebody asks you modulus of this, तो क्या करते हो? Root of तीनों का स्क्वायर. इसका जो आंसर आएगा x2 minus x1, that will be delta x. उसका स्क्वायर यानी can I put it's actually x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square plus z2 minus z1 the whole square. क्या ये clear हुआ students?
So that is
Yes,
the
sir.
magnitude, no?
This is the magnitude. ये magnitude की मैं बात कर रहा हूँ, वेक्टर स्पेस में बात कर रहा हूँ, ये magnitude में बात कर रहा हूँ. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now suppose ये journey का मैंने time interval दे दिया students. The particle moved from A to B in time so many seconds. Find out the velocity. Find out the change in velocity. तो क्या करोगे? Students कैसे find out करोगे? The particle moves from A to B in time t. मैंने पूछा find out the velocity of the particle. तो क्या करोगे?
R2 minus R.
डेल्टा आर डिवाइड बाय टाइम.
वेरी गुड. यानी तुम क्या करोगे? डिफरेंट. देखो ध्यान से सुना, ये जो डेल्टा n मिलेगा यानी कहने से वी आर एक्चुअली गेटिंग पोजीशन dr, है ना? यानी तुम्हें एक्चुअली पोजीशन मिला है स्टूडेंट्स. r का पोजीशन मिला इन टर्म्स ऑफ x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. यानी तुम्हें i cap में मिला है, डेल्टा x i cap मिला है, डेल्टा y j cap मिला है, डेल्टा z k cap मिला है, ये डेल्टा r है. I want velocity. So what exactly? Differentiating both the sides with respect to time. dr by dt. Differentiate करो with respect to time. आ गया तुम्हारे डेरिवेटिव्स. यानी इंडिविजुअल u plus v मेथड आएगा. by dt by dt by dt. ये डेल्टा x भी क्या है? dx dy dz. क्या ये क्लियर हुआ स्टूडेंट्स?
यस सर.
और ये जो तुम्हें मिलेगा वो क्या मिलेगा? वेलोसिटी x y and z. वापस उसका मैग्नीट्यूड निकालना है तो अंडर रूट क्या होगा? vx square plus vy square plus vz square. Is this clear students?
यस सर.
Please students, when somebody is asking you question, don't restrict yourself to a particular part. If in case अगर मुझे displacement दिया है, ये मुझे displacement vector दिया है और ये मेरा displacement vector I, J और K में आ रहा है, यानी I'm getting it in form of vector part of it. अगर मुझे velocity चाहिए तो I can find out velocity differentiating both the sides with respect to time. तो वो भी मुझे किस में मिलेगा? ये मुझे vx में मिलेगा, ये vy में मिलेगा, ये vz में मिलेगा क्योंकि अपन टाइम आ गया. रिजल्टेंट क्या होगा? वापस अंडर रूट vx the whole square plus vy the whole square plus vz the whole square I can consider. Is this clear to all of you all?
यस सर.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Izar and Shobh, and are you clear with that? Getting it?
yes sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Can I erase the students?
यस सर.
Yes, sir.
Okay, students. Now we consider as different types of motion, students. Okay, so motion is simply change in position of a body with respect to its immediate surrounding, and we can consider this with respect to your
Yeah.
time. Yeah, what happened? You want to ask anything? Okay. Students, motion now can be considered in different ways. If in case if I say motion of a particle along a straight path, then we can have motion, students, we consider as one-dimensional. Motion can be considered as two-dimensional, and motion can be considered as three-dimensional. Motion in one dimension we consider as linear. We consider. Okay, this is called as linear we consider. Or I can use the word rectilinear we consider. Okay, linear motion we consider. And ये motion कहाँ पे हो सकता है? Either the body can move along X or along Y or along Z. This is either along X or Y or Z, not all three. ये है linear motion, motion along a straight path. Agreed? Two-dimensional motion. Can you tell me two-dimensional motion will be what? My students, what is two-dimensional motion?
It can lie between two coordinates.
Okay, it's like between two coordinates. That means it can be in
So
a
two
plane.
axes. Two axes.
So motion in plane. Motion in plane. That means it can be either XY, it can be YZ, it can be ZX. Any of the two planes I can consider. मेरा plane में XY select कर सकता हूँ, कोई दूसरा YZ भी बोल सकता है, ZX भी बोल सकता है. सबके examples दूंगा मैं. सबके examples दूंगा. Motion 3D का मतलब क्या हुआ? 3 dimension means what? Motion in space. That means in X, Y, and Z. For example, the honeybee which was coming into your home, that was in space, X, Y, Z. अभी किसी ने पूछा what is one dimensional motion? Students, one dimensional. This is what your topic speaks about. One dimensional motion is a motion of a body either along a straight path we consider, that is along a straight line. This is called as linear or rectilinear motion. And the corresponding expressions associated are called linear kinematics. The corresponding expression which are associated are called linear kinematics we consider. See the word kinematics ka matlab kya? Motion of a body without knowing the cause. Students, motion of a body without knowing the cause. But how's the motion along a straight path? That is one dimensional motion or linear kinematics we consider. Example, we can consider motion of a car along a straight path we consider. A car moving along a straight road. Okay. A person walking along a straight path, provided the person is not drunken. Of course, that's linear motion. Ant crawling on a wall. If you see ants, they crawl. How do they crawl? They all move along a straight path we consider. Ye kaun sa hua? Linear motion or rectilinear. This is motion along a straight line we consider. And this is an example you can consider. Two-dimensional motion, students. Two-dimensional motion. Two-dimensional motion means what exactly consider is. This is linear kinematics. This is motion in plane. That means it can be either XY or YZ or ZX. A simple example you can consider is, suppose you are in a stadium. Students, you are in a stadium. I get it? And you watch a car race. You're sitting somewhere over here, and this is a circular path. You're watching over here, and the car is in motion. Can I say the particle is performing circular motion? Now see, is this a plane? Students, ये देखो, क्या ये plane है? हाँ sir, ये plane surface हुआ. ये कौन सा axis हम लेते हैं? अगर मैं इसको x axis लूँ, तो ये मेरा y axis हो गया. Is the body moving in an XY plane? Yes, it's moving in an XY plane. यानी students, जब भी हम two-dimensional motion लेते हैं, तो either XY, YZ or ZX. अभी simple दूसरा example if I consider, suppose if I say that there is a ball onto the ground. Okay, इसको dance करेंगे students. ये मैंने X लिया है, ये मैंने Y लिया है, और इसको मैं लेता हूँ Z. Let me take this as Z. Suppose अगर बॉल को मैंने किक इस तरफ मारा, तो वो लीनियर मोशन अलोंग y हुआ। अगर बॉल को मैंने इस तरफ मारा तो लीनियर मोशन अलोंग x हुआ। आई गेटिंग इट? अगर मैंने बॉल को किक मारा ग्राउंड के अंदर ही तो वो xy प्लेन में हो गया। अगर मैंने बॉल को इस तरफ मारा हवा में तो कौन सा प्लेन हुआ? देखो zx। स्टूडेंट समझ में आ रहा है? लुक ओवर हियर, व्हाट काइंड ऑफ प्लेन इज दिस? zx। व्हाट इज दिस मोशन वी आल्सो कॉल एज टू डायमेंशनल मोशन। Is this part clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Motion can be one dimensional, motion can be two dimensional. Two dimensional motion can be either x, y, y. And the best example of two dimensional motion we can consider is projectile motion. A football has been kicked by a player and the ball goes all the way into the air. ये पाथ क्या है? ये पाथ क्या हो जाएगा? पैराबोलिक हो। लेकिन मोशन किस तरफ है? मोशन इज एन इन अ गिवन प्लेन। यहाँ पे हम लोग ने एग्जैक्ट प्लेन ले लिया। और a bullet when fired, स्टूडेंट्स ध्यान से सुनना, कोई भी बुलेट को तुम फायर करोगे गन में से तो कहने से फर्स्ट इट विल गो विद ट्रेमेंडस वेलोसिटी, उसकी वेलोसिटी मैक्सिमम है। बुलेट को जब भी तुम फायर करोगे तो पहले क्या होगा? बुलेट हॉरिजॉन्टल जाएगा, यानी उसका मोशन लीनियर है। ध्यान से सुनना, पहले तो उसका मोशन लीनियर है, लेकिन जैसे बुलेट आगे जाएगा क्या होगा? फ्रिक्शन क्रिएट होगा, तो उसकी स्पीड बढ़ेगी या कम होगी? उसकी स्पीड थोड़ी सी कम हो जाएगी। ऊपर से कौन सा फोर्स नीचे की तरफ एक्ट हो रहा है? फोर्स ऑफ ग्रेविटी। स्टूडेंट समझ में आ रहा है? यानी देखो कितने फोर्स एक्ट हो रहा है। मोशन ऑफ द बुलेट पहले इनिशियली लीनियर था, लेकिन फ्रिक्शन की वजह से, ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स की वजह से अभी देखो बुलेट कैसे जा रहा है? नीचे आएगा ऑन टू द ग्राउंड। तो ये क्या हुआ? ये क्या हुआ? ये पाथ इज पैराबोलिक। तो इज इट अ टू डायमेंशनल मोशन? यस। क्या ये क्लियर हुआ स्टूडेंट्स आपको टू डायमेंशनल मोशन?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
A
Sir.
bird flying in air, a bird flying in air, three-dimensional motion. Three-dimensional motion, motion in space, that is X, Y, Z. A bird flying in air, an eagle gliding in air. Three-dimensional motion. An aircraft we see flying in air. What exactly considered three-dimensional motion? Anything which moves in space. The celestial bodies which are in space, we consider they are all three-dimensional, we consider. That is in an X, Y, Z. That is, we consider this will be in space. Motion in space. Space means not outer space. That means in an XYZ plane. ये either XY, YZ or ZX. ये either along X or Y or Z we consider. क्या ये clear हुआ students? One dimensional, two dimensional, and three dimensional motion.
Sir,
Yeah.
Yes.
sir, when something moving in a straight line is a linear kinematic.
Pardon?
So something moving in a straight line is a one-dimensional motion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And now your chapter students, ये जो तुम्हारा chapter है, it's actually speaking about what? One-dimensional motion and two-dimensional motion. That means the first part of your chapter speaks about linear kinematics we consider, motion in straight line we consider. Are you getting it? And the second part we consider is two-dimensional motion, motion in plane we consider. The path is parabolic. Is this clear? Can I erase this part?
Sir, wait. Sir, done.
Done? Can I erase it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Christy, are you there, Christy? Christy, are you there? Christy, just reply. Okay, students.
Sir, she can't hear you.
She can't hear now. How do you come to know about it?
Sir, she has switched off her computer audio, so she can't
Pardon?
hear you. She has switched off her computer audio, so she can't hear you. Now she can.
But why she's like that itself only throughout the lecture? Christy, where are you, Christy? Christy, can you unmute yourself? I need to speak to you. I'm removing you, Christy. If you have any issue, you should have asked me. You should have posted in that case. I don't want students just to push themselves into the lectures and try to keep your mic off and screen off and just sitting and try to fool around. If there is a genuine reason, you should actually tell in advance, कि sir, this is the problem I'm having it may happen in this manner. I have no problem. सबके यहाँ पे problems होती है. नेट इश्यूज होता है, सर्वर इश्यूज होते हैं, डिवाइस का इश्यूज होता है, चार्जिंग का होता है, एवरीवेयर द प्रॉब्लम इज देयर. लेकिन वो पहले से तुम शेयर करके रखो तो सही है ना, सामने वालों को पता चलता है कि हाँ सर, ही इज अवेयर अबाउट दैट. And I spoke so many times. I posted it also onto personal chat. Kindly reply. She's not replying only. Okay, students, let us move further, students. Okay, so we learned about one-dimensional motion, two-dimensional motion, and three-dimensional motion. Your studies, the chapter kinematics goes with one-dimensional and two-dimensional. Okay. Now, when I speak about what are the different types of motion, students, the one-dimensional, two-dimensional, three-dimensional is a motion along a particular path. That was path, students. Now, if I say what are the different kinds of motion, students? Okay, if I ask you different kinds of motion. So what exactly we consider? Linear, so-called rectilinear, curvilinear, so-called translational. कुछ याद आ रहा है? ये सब कुछ पढ़े हो तुम लोग लोअर स्टैंडर्ड्स में. सर्कुलर, rotational, rolling, projectile, oscillating, or vibrational. Brownian, random. देखो स्टूडेंट्स कितने टाइप के मोशंस हैं. linear or rectilinear motion, curvilinear translation motion, circular motion, rotational motion, rolling motion, projectile motion, oscillative vibration motion, grounding motion, random motion. है ना, पूरा physics इसके ऊपर है students. Students, is this clear to all of you all?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
कितने type के motions देखो, so many types of motions are there. So when you look into it, students, the motions are what we consider as linear or rectilinear motion. मुझे बताओ linear or rectilinear मैंने बता दिया what exactly it is. Motion along what? It's always along a straight path. ये हमेशा ध्यान में रखना, ये सिर्फ along a straight path होगा. Okay, along a straight path. Okay. Curvilinear translation motion का मतलब क्या? Motion either along a straight line, straight path, or along a curved path also. That is motion of a car on road. और can I say motion of, अगर suppose मैं एक railway track बना दूं तो railway track कभी सीधा भी होता है, कभी आड़ा भी आता है, तो can I say motion of train on rails?
Yes, sir.
Train on rails. तो वो कौन सा motion होगा? कभी सीधा होगा, यानी curvilinear translation we consider either along a straight or at times curved path also. वो curvilinear हो गया. Circular motion, motion of a body along the circumference of a circle or along an arc with a constant radius. है ना? For example, अगर तुम if you go for an air show, students, if you go for an air show, do you see an aircraft looping a loop? I getting it? फिर ऐसा सीधा जाता है, या वो लूप करते हुए सीधा ऊपर चला जाता है. ये देखो ना, ये पूरा आर्क ट्रेस नहीं किया है, लेकिन एयरक्राफ्ट ने क्या किया है? एयरक्राफ्ट नीचे आया है, फिर लूप किया और फिर सीधा चला गया. तो ये भी तो सर्कुलर मोशन है ना, देखो ना, कांस्टेंट रेडियस. या you can consider moon revolving around the earth performs what kind of motion? Circular motion we consider. All planets revolving around the sun. Electron revolving around the nucleus. अगर मैं यहाँ पे electron लेता हूँ, यहाँ पे nucleus ले लेता हूँ, तो क्या say this is called a circular motion. Rotational motion we consider is a spinning top or earth rotating about its own axis. है ना, हो गया rotational motion. Earth rotating about its own axis. What is the time taken for one complete rotation? 365 days. What is it? Yes, Pio, you want to say something?
So I want to ask something.
What is it?
So is the circular motion and rotational motion the same?
No, just that's what I'm telling you. See, I'll give you. Pio. Suppose if I make you to move about your own axis, that is rotational. But if you're playing a garba, that is circular.
Oh, okay, sir. Okay.
So now if I happen to ask you rotational, what exactly? Rotational, Earth rotating about its own axis. Students, what is the time taken for one complete rotation? Is it 365 days?
Yes.
Yes.
24 hours. Neha, naughty girl. 24 hours. कहाँ से 3 1 day?
Sir, 24 hours and 6 hours.
Okay. I asked you rotation of the Earth about its own axis. So it's 1 day, 24 hours. Yani it is 86,400 seconds. Can you सोचो? एक दिन 24 hours is corresponding to so many seconds. Students, is it rotational motion? Yes. A spinning top, rotational motion we consider. What is rolling motion? Can you tell me about rolling motion, students?
A wheel.
A wheel, absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. A wheel of a car. Okay. Wheel of a car. Of course, a wheel of a car we consider this. That's what we consider. Rolling motion we
Sir?
consider. Yes.
Sir, then what is tangential motion?
There is no such tangential motion, my dear. Tangential यानी body सीधा जाता है, देखिए ना, aircraft tangential ही गया है. Circle में फिर वो सीधा हो गया है. Tangential motion is straight line only. There is no such motion called tangential defined. ये तो सिर्फ हम उसका path बता देते हैं कि वो tangentially जा रहा है, सीधा जा रहा है उसका मतलब. What is a tangent? Tangent is simply a line touching the circle, and motion is straight. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Rolling motion के अंदर क्या होगा? Students, rolling motion is what exactly we consider. Rolling motion is a combination of what, students? Rotational, agreed, and translational. If I say a body is having rotational plus translation, That is called rolling. For example, a wheel of a car. What she said? A wheel of a car. A car wheel. जब ये कार मोशन में होगी तो व्हील क्या होगा? व्हील रोटेट भी कर रहा है and it's going along a straight path or curved path. Agreed? So it has two kind of motions. It has rotational as well as translational. That is called as rolling. So it's a combination of two. Projectile motion, अभी मैंने बता दिया. Projectile motion में मैंने क्या बता दिया?
Parabola.
हाँ, apart from the parabolic we consider. Suppose अगर मैं इसको अभी XY axis में लेता हूँ और अगर तुम्हारा जो बॉल है वो इस तरफ गया parabolic path, तो यहाँ पे क्या हुआ? Path parabolic. Okay, the motion is in an XY plane. We consider that as projectile. Motion of a bullet. A bullet when fired from a gun, that is also parabolic. We consider. Oscillating या vibrating we consider is motion of a bob of a simple pendulum. है ना? Motion of bob of a simple pendulum. ये कौन सा motion हो गया? हाँ सर ये linear या oscillatory हो गया. Motion of prongs of a tuning fork. ये कौन सा motion हो गया? Linear. Sorry, oscillatory or vibration. Needle of a swing machine. Swing machine का needle ऊपर नीचे होता है. That is also what oscillatory motion we consider. अगर मैं solid लेता हूँ students, in a solid, how are the atoms and molecules? So the atoms and molecules are closely and compactly placed. So can I say they are vibrating about the mean position? Yes. That is also oscillating motion. Brownian motion is motion of molecules within the liquid we consider. Zigzag motion we consider. You must have learned about this. Polar-Green's का motion. हाँ students, पढ़ा है कि नहीं पढ़ा है? Okay. Random motion का मतलब क्या हुआ? Random motion का मतलब क्या हुआ? Anybody? For example, तुम्हारा अगर लेक्चर शुरू हो जाते हैं, स्टूडेंट्स I10 हफ्ते लेक्चर शुरू हो जाते हैं. सपोज अगर ऑनलाइन से ऑफलाइन हो गया और तुम किसी सेंटर में 6 घंटे तक बैठे हो, है ना? 2 घंटे के लेक्चर के बाद में, मेरे 2 घंटे लेक्चर के बाद में एकदम इतना पक गए हो, फिर क्या करोगे? जैसे ब्रेक मिलेगा सब भागना शुरू करोगे, है ना? 15 मिनट का ब्रेक मिला, यहाँ वहां भागना शुरू करोगे, वो फ्रेंड, फलाना फ्रेंड, ढिकना फ्रेंड, सबको मिलना. यानी क्या हो गया? Each of you all are moving in different velocities in different directions. All of you are moving in different velocities in different directions. What exactly consider that as random? Random का मतलब क्या हुआ students? We move in different directions. We consider a different velocity. Best example we consider gas molecules. Yeah, motion of gas molecules. What is this motion of gas molecules? It's random. They move in any possible direction with different velocities. Any possible direction with different velocity. क्या ये clear हुआ students?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so these are the different types of motion.
Could you explain me the second last one?
Second one is Brownian motion. Yeah, Brownian motion का मतलब motion of molecules in a liquid. ये रॉबर्ट ब्राउन ने इन्वेंट किया था. लिक्विड लिया था तो लिक्विड के अंदर के जो मॉलिक्यूल्स है उनका मोशन कैसे है, तो उसने पोलन ग्रेन्स को उसके अंदर सस्पेंड किया तो पोलन ग्रेन्स अंदर मूव होने लगे. तो उसका मतलब ये जो वाटर मॉलिक्यूल्स है वो पोलन ग्रेन्स को हिट कर रहे हैं और उनका जो मोशन है दैट इज जिगजैग मोशन. तो उसको हम लोगों ने सिर्फ ब्राउन मोशन बता दिया, बस लिक्विड मॉलिक्यूल्स का मोशन. ये है रैंडम मोशन, गैस मॉलिक्यूल्स का मोशन. सॉलिड्स के अंदर होगा तो वाइब्रेशनल मोशन हो जाएगा. एग्रीड?
Yes.
कैन आई इरेज दिस स्टूडेंट्स?
Sir,
Hmm.
sir, and when you gave the example of the bullet
Which
तो
one?
sir सीधा bullet
Hmm.
of projectile motion. Sir, bullet तो सीधा ही जाएगा ना. If you fire a bullet, it won't go down suddenly. तो
अरे
वो
क्या बात है.
parabolic motion में कैसे होगा? I didn't understood that.
Okay, I made it very clear. Anybody can explain to you about this?
Sir, explain this one with bow and arrow, she'll understand.
अच्छा, अरे क्या बात है. Okay, see, who gives this answer? इज़ार. इज़ार ने आंसर दे दिया तुम्हारा. बुलेट मत पकड़, बो एंड एरो पकड़ बस. हाँ
Sir, understood.
हाँ, तो जितने एरो कहाँ तक सीधा जाएगा जब तक उसके अंदर उसकी एनर्जी होगी, है ना?
Yes, sir.
वैसे भी बुलेट का कहाँ तक सीधा जाएगा जब तक उसकी वेलोसिटी है.
Yes, sir.
Will the velocity of it will decrease? Yes.
Yes.
क्या मैंने बोला था? What is the reason for it to decrease? Frictional forces are acting onto it. Gravity will act onto it. Agreed?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay. Can I erase this, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, students. Now we go for the physical quantities associated with it. Okay. First, students will go for distance and displacement. Okay, students. Can you give me how do we represent distance and how do we represent displacement in terms of your symbolic way of writing it or in terms of variables? And can one give a proper distinguish between distance and displacement?
Sir, distance with simple s and displacement with s vector.
S bar.
Okay, so very good, Sam. Students, distance is simply we write down in terms of s, okay, and displacement we write in terms of s with an arrow. And ये हुआ scalar. This is a scalar quantity. Okay, and this is a
Vector quantity.
vector quantity. Now, suppose if in case if I happen to go for scalars and vectors, which I've told to the students also earlier when I was doing vectors, we can clearly distinguish between them. Can one define distance? Can one define displacement?
So a distance is a path which we travel from initial position to final position, and displacement is the shortest distance between the initial and final position. A point.
Absolutely.
Sorry.
Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Students, when you speak about distance, students, what exactly distance we consider? So distance we consider is what, students? It's a total length covered by a body, or the total distance covered by the body. Yes, Neha. It's a total distance covered by the body, students, from its initial to final during the course of journey. And this is the shortest displacement, the shortest distance covered by the body from its initial to final position. That is called as displacement. Now, to make it more easier, let us take a simple example, students. Suppose if I show you the directions, okay? ये है north, सोचो कि ये west है. Okay, so I'm giving you a direction in this case. Now, suppose let us start with the journey. Suppose if we say a person starts from A, he walks 4 kilometers due east. Okay, this is east and this is south. The person walks 4 kilometers due east, students. Then from B, the person walks 3 kilometers due north and reaches at point C. First, a person walks from home 4 kilometers due east and then 3 kilometers due north, reaches at point C. So now, students, if I ask you, can you tell me what is the distance covered over here and what is the displacement covered over here? What will be your answer?
Distance is 7
7
kilometers.
kilometer and displacement 5 kilometer.
5 kilometers.
Okay. Distance is 7 kilometers we consider, and displacement will be how much? 5 kilometers. But what exactly? Due northeast. है ना? आया ना?
हाँ सर.
Yes, sir.
बिल्कुल देखना. अगर मैं देखूं तो क्या होगा? देखो ना, डिस्टेंस का मतलब क्या? टोटल लेंथ. शुरू किया यहाँ से, फिर B फिर B2C, यानी ऐड कर दिया मैंने 4 + 3, यानी ये सपोज if I take this as S1 and if I take this as S2, then what exactly consider S1 plus S2 I'm getting it. But what is the displacement from the initial to final position? So what exactly the displacement will be? 5 kilometer. Is it headed towards northeast? Yes, it's due northeast. अगर मुझे इसी को डिस्प्लेसमेंट को इसी को मुझे वेक्टर फॉर्म में लिखना है तो कैसे लिखूंगा सर? वो तो कोऑर्डिनेट्स के हिसाब से आएगा. तो कैन आई स्टूडेंट्स राइट डाउन 4i, 3j? क्या ये क्लियर हुआ?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right? 4 and 3. If I tell you to find out the magnitude, what is the magnitude of this?
5.
5 kilometers. But due what? Northeast. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Displacement I can write on 4i plus 3j in kilometers. That's what you consider. वो उसके coordinates हो जाएंगे. Coordinates होगा 4i, 3j. Displacement 4i plus 3j in vector form, unit vector form में मैंने लिख दिया. Because you have learned vectors, so that becomes easier. So students, distance is the total length covered by a body during the course of journey. Displacement is the change in position of a body from initial to final, and that's the shortest distance we consider. Now, can you tell me, can distance be 0? Students, can distance be equal to 0?
Yes.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Who said yes? Huh? Distance कभी भी 0 नहीं होगा. Take a simple example. अभी यहाँ पे देखो students. Suppose if I say you start from point A, okay? You walked 2 kilometers, then again 2 kilometers, then again 2 kilometers, then again 2 kilometers, then again 2 kilometers. This is B, C, D, E, back to A. This is S1, S2, S3, S4, S5. Each is of same magnitude, 2 kilometers. Since मैंने पूछा what is the total distance covered and total displacement covered? What is your answer?
Distance will be 8 kilometers.
10.
Each is of 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is the total distance covered?
10 kilometer.
10 kilometers.
10 kilometers.
10 kilometer. What is the displacement?
0.
0.
Why? You started from point A. Students, you started from point A and you finished at same point. So what is the result of displacement? Is 0. But now can I say it by vectors? How do you put forward that? Vectors की हिसाब से तो कैसे represent करोगे? What kind of vectors are these? Are these equal vector, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Coplanar vectors. Sir.
Yes. Secondly, are these vectors we consider coplanar vectors? Students, are they coplanar vectors?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Are they collinear vectors?
Yes.
Yes. Sir.
Yes. Are they in same order?
Yes. Sir.
Yes. Sir.
Summation of it will be equal to what?
0.
0.
0.
पढ़ा है कि नहीं पढ़ा vectors में students?
हाँ,
हाँ,
Sir,
sir,
polygon
पढ़ा है.
vector addition.
Polygon law vector.
parallelly arrange करके भी वैसे होगा.
हाँ.
Acting at same point.
वेरी गुड. तो उसका फाइनल आंसर कहाँ पे होगा? अगर तुम देखोगे ना, अगर तुम ट्रायंगल लॉ से भी सॉल्व करोगे तो सबका आंसर मिलेगा. सपोज अगर मैं S1 S2 को सॉल्व करूं, अभी देखो ये तो सबको क्लियर हो गया. टोटल डिस्टेंस तो क्लियर हो गया ना. 2 किलोमीटर एंड 1 2 3 4 5 so 5 10 किलोमीटर आ गया. टोटल डिस्टेंस इज दैट, है ना. एंड डिस्टेंस कभी 0 नहीं आएगा. भले तुम वापस वही जगह पे डिस्टेंस 0 नहीं हुआ, और डिस्टेंस हमेशा पॉजिटिव में होता है, कभी नेगेटिव में भी नहीं होगा. लेकिन डिस्प्लेसमेंट देखो 0 आ गया. एग्री? 0 आया उसका मतलब व्हाट एग्जैक्टली? Let us go for triangle of vector addition. ये तुम्हारा S1 है, S2 है, tail है. So can I say resultant is from tail of the first vector to the head of the second vector? So can I say this answer will be S1 bar plus S2 bar? Agreed? Now
Yes, sir.
look at this. Tail head. Resultant is from tail of the first vector to the head of the second vector. तो इसका आंसर क्या होगा? सर ये होगा S1 bar plus S2 bar plus S3 bar. Now tail head. Where is the resultant? What is the resultant? Sir, my resultant will be tail of the first vector to the head of the second vector. So can I say my reading will be what? S1 bar plus S2 bar plus S3 bar plus S4 bar. But is this in the direction, look at this part. Is it in the direction opposite to S5?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
दूसरी बात, is it equal in magnitude?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
But
sir.
are they same direction, opposite direction?
Opposite direction.
So can I say this will be in the direction opposite of S5? If I take it on this side, can I say S1 bar plus S2 bar plus S3 bar plus S4 bar plus S5 bar? What is my answer?
Yes, sir.
The resultant displacement will be equal to 0. Polygon law of vector addition. क्या ये clear हुआ students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
अभी
sir.
मुझे बताओ what kind of a geometrical shape is this?
Pentagon.
Pentagon.
पेंटागन है ना, पेंटागन किसका सिंबल है? यूएस मिलिट्री का, है ना यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स यूएस मिलिट्री का पेंटागन होता है कि नहीं? 9/11 को जब भी अटैक हुआ था, एयरक्राफ्ट अटैक हुआ था ट्विन टावर्स के ऊपर, तो पेंटागन के भी ऊपर अटैक हुआ था। ठीक है, तो उनका मिलिट्री बेस है दैट इज। तो अभी देखो, अभी सपोज मैंने ऐसा कोई ज्योमेट्रिकल शेप दिया तुम्हें, बट स्टूडेंट्स कैन यू टेल मी व्हाट इज द एंगल बिटवीन टू वेक्टर्स S1 and S2? And friends, what is the angle between the two vectors?
72.
Will I consider, अभी देखो तुम्हें दो वैल्यूज देता हूँ, will I consider theta as the angle between the two vectors, or will I
Sir,
consider
angle between two tails and heads.
हाँ, तो
Either
will I
one
take
of
theta,
Sir,
will I take
alpha,
alpha?
alpha.
Alpha. So the angle between the two vectors is alpha and not theta, because it's either between two tails or between two heads. समझ में आ रहा है? और अगर सपोज मैं इंटीरियर एंगल निकालना, तो what exactly 360 by number of sides? What is, how much is this? Sum of angles of a polygon we consider 360 divided by number of sides कितना 5 sided है, तो ये कितना होगा?
72.
72.
22 degrees. Degree we consider. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
That's what you consider. तुम्हारा अंदर का एंगल कितना होगा? 180 minus 72.
108.
Agreed? अभी तो कोई क्वेश्चन भी दे सकता है। आंसर सुनो स्टूडेंट्स। A vector, a person walks 2 kilometers, 72 degrees of we consider east. देखो ना, ये ईस्ट हुआ स्टूडेंट, ध्यान से देखना प्लीज एवरीबॉडी, ये ईस्ट है, ये नॉर्थ है। मैंने बोला 72 डिग्रीज ऑफ ईस्ट, उसका मतलब यहां से मुझे 72 डिग्रीज मेजर करना है। समझ में आ रहा है स्टूडेंट्स?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And the person is going 2 kilometers. फिर मैंने वापस बोला it goes 72 kilometers again from here. तो अगर मैं इसका स्ट्रेट हूं, अगर यहाँ से 70, अगर मैं इसको, अगर सपोज मैं इसको स्ट्रेट करूं 72 डिग्री यानी कितना होगा? वापस ये 70 डिग्री हुआ। दिस इज हाउ आई कंसीडर। आर यू गेटिंग इट? वैसे टाइप की प्रॉब्लम से पूछ सकते हैं। तो ये तुम्हें ध्यान में रखना है, ऑफ जो आया तो उसको एंगल लेते थे। एग्री स्टूडेंट्स?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear to all the students? So
Yes,
the
sir.
distribution considers distance is what? The total length covered by a body from its initial position to final position. Displacement is the shortest distance covered by a body from its initial to final position is called the displacement. Distance is a scalar quantity. Displacement is a vector quantity. Distance can never be zero. It's always positive. Displacement can be zero. Can displacement be negative?
No.
Yo, can displacement be negative?
No, sir.
High enough.
Yes.
Yo.
No, sir.
Yes, absolutely correct. Can I erase this part?
Yes, sir.
Sir, it can't be zero, right?
What?
Displacement can't be zero, right?
You have got it now. Resultant displacement is equal to zero. Distance cannot be zero. Displacement can be zero.
Okay, okay. Sorry.
Pio,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was actually
No. You stand up. You stand up right now. Stand up right now. Walk 3 meters front and come back 3 meters back.
Yes, sir.
What is the displacement?
0, sir.
Okay, na?
Yes.
And what is the distance? And what is the distance covered?
6
6 meters.
kilometers.
6 meters. Okay.
6 meters. Yes.
Students, can I erase this? Erase कर दूं मैं?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
इसमें ये ध्यान में रखना है कि काइनेमैटिक्स को आने के लिए तुम्हें वेक्टर्स को भी स्ट्रॉन्ग करना जरूरी है। जैसे जैसे तुम्हारे चैप्टर्स आगे बढ़ते हैं स्टूडेंट्स, पीछे के चैप्टर्स को नहीं भूलना। दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इन स्टडीज, and especially for physics part of it, you need to know the previous chapters. You can't just leave it off. So very important is consistency should be there. भले कोई टीचर तुम्हें उसमें से होमवर्क दे या नहीं दे, वो सेकेंडरी हो गया। स्टूडेंट्स, you can't just blame the teachers for that. You know, no work is given, that is why I'm not. No, that is, you are quite sensible. You are quite sensible. You are quite smart enough. Without anybody telling you, you should, अगर suppose तुम्हारा vectors हो गया है, तो वापस उसको खोलो ना, जो problems की उसको solve करो. Doesn't matter. Try to go for different supplementary books also and try to crack from there also. Okay, and let's move further, students. When I said that displacement can be positive, can be negative, can be zero, a simple expression for that also. Suppose you start from A, students, you walk 4 meters and then you walk 3 meters. You reach to B and you reach to C. So S1 bar is equal to 4 meter, S2 bar is equal to 3 meter. What is the resultant displacement? Can I say it's S1 plus S2? Agreed?
Yes, sir.
So can I put in this manner? Can I say it's AB plus BC? So my resultant will be equal to what? AC. Okay. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
What's the answer for this will be? A resultant AC will be equal to how much?
7
7.
meter.
How did I get this answer? 7 meter. Can anybody tell me? Yes, sir.
4 meter plus 3 meter.
क्या बात है? You, anybody else? Anybody else? Come on, let me see who's the most intelligent one of the class. How did I get 7? You says it 4 plus 3, 7. Easy है. इसमें क्या सोचना? तो कोई भी स्टूडेंट स्मार्ट और वाइज होगा, स्टूडेंट सर को बोलेगा सर आपने ये दोनों वेक्टर्स एक ही डायरेक्शन में दिया है, दोनों के बीच में एंगल थीटा 0 डिग्री होगा, cos of 0 हो जाता है 1, तो resultant displacement in magnitude will be under root modulus of S1 square modulus of S2 square twice modulus of S1 S2 angle between the two vectors. Didn't I use this formula to get my final answer? अगर मैंने बोला कि ये 4 मीटर, सपोज अगर ये x एक्सिस के हिसाब से है, तो कैन आई से 4 मीटर I cap, 3 मीटर I cap, my final displacement A is 7 meter I cap. ये वेक्टर फॉर्म में है. What is the magnitude? 7 meter. स्टूडेंट्स कुछ समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं आ रहा है? How to understand?
Yes, sir.
भले भले तुम लोग को मैंने देखो सी वन थिंग, इट डिपेंड्स ऑन एन इंडिविजुअल. Okay, so this we consider in terms of two vectors. We consider negative tail, head, tail. So of course if I take it over here, ये tail को तुम आगे ले लो, ये इसको shift कर दो पीछे. You can shift vectors parallel to itself. So both the vectors are parallel. Parallel का मतलब theta is 0. Angle between the two vectors is 0. Ruti, you posted something na angle. You can shift vectors.
हाँ sir.
Okay, you can shift vectors in a given plane. You can't shift vectors in two different planes क्योंकि उनका जो final vector होगा वो कुछ random ही आ जाएगा. तो यहाँ पे देखो resultant displacement क्या होगा? So resultant displacement अगर मैं लेता हूँ तो under root what exactly I'll consider? सर ये होगा 4 square plus 3 square plus 2 into 4 into 3 into cos of 0 is 1. What's my answer? This will be 4 square is 16 plus 3 is 9, 3 square is 9 plus 4 is a 12, 12 is a 24 we consider. 16 plus 9 is 25. 25 plus 4 is 49. So what is actually root of 49? 7 meter. पीयू बोलेगी सर इतना बड़ा क्या झंझट आपको बता रहे हो, सीधा सीधा तो मैंने आंसर दे दिया था 4 और 3, इतना क्यों आप परेशान करते हो, है ना पीयू?
No, sir, exam point of view, we have to learn that
अरे
first of all.
हाँ, लेकिन स्टूडेंट्स ये पता होना चाहिए कि हमने किया क्या. हाउ डू आई गेट 7? सिंपली बाय वेक्टर्स स्टूडेंट्स, बाय पैरेललोग्राम वेक्टर. यानी हमने वही कंसेप्ट, मैंने बोला डिस्प्लेसमेंट कैन बी पॉजिटिव, कैन बी नेगेटिव, कैन बी जीरो. तो देखो ये हमारा पॉजिटिव आया, आई कैप के अंदर तुम्हारा मैग्नीट्यूड आ गया. अगर सपोज मैंने बोला ना, लिसन केयरफुली, सपोज अगर इफ आई से आई एम मूविंग ए टू बी 4 meters. Okay, so vector AB I said it 4 meters I cap. Then I said it that you move from B to C. Are you getting it? B to C, I'll consider will be 5 meters. So what exactly B to C I'll consider? So can I say BC will be equal to what? C man. Is my direction towards right hand side or left hand side?
Left hand side.
Left hand side.
Left hand side means, can I say in terms of I, J, and K, what exactly? This is I, this is minus I, J, so can I say this is what? Minus, so can I say
Yes,
minus
I.
5 meter
Minus
I.
5, yeah.
Agreed. What is my resultant displacement? What is the resultant displacement, students? What is the resultant displacement? So resultant displacement is what? Tail of the first vector to the head of the second vector. ये तुम्हारा resultant displacement हुआ, है ना?
Yes, sir.
तो अगर मैं वेक्टर नोटेशन में लूं, my resultant displacement, students, it is AB plus BC, which is equal to what? 4 meter plus into bracket minus 5 meter. What is my answer?
Minus.
Yes, sir.
And that minus 1 meter along which axis? X-axis. Which can I say? My body is traveling negative x-axis 1 meter.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
यही अगर मुझे पैराग्राम लॉ में करना है तो क्या करूंगा? मैंने ए भी लिया, देखो अगर इफ आई से व्हाट इज द एंगल बिटवीन द टू वेक्टर्स, शिफ्ट दिस, ये देखो ये टेल है, टेल है, इफ आई टेक द टू टेल्स यानी मेरा 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 ऐसा डायग्राम आएगा, ये ए भी होगा. आई गेटिंग इट स्टूडेंट्स? एंड इफ आई हैव टू कंसीडर शिफ्ट द टेल बैक ओवर हियर, इट विल बी इन द ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन. व्हाट इज द एंगल फ्रॉम बिटवीन देम? 180. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
So using parallelogram, you can get the answer accordingly. Is this clear, students?
Yes, sir.
So displacement can be positive, displacement can be negative. Positive, negative, what exactly simply shows only the direction part of it. Students, ये डायरेक्शन दिखाता है, ये तुम्हारा आंसर माइनस आया वो डायरेक्शन दिखा रहा है, ये आंसर तुम्हारा पॉजिटिव में आया तो तुम्हारा डायरेक्शन दिखा रहा है, ये आंसर पॉजिटिव में आया तो डायरेक्शन दिखा रहा है. ये मैग्नेट ये पॉजिटिव में आया उसका मतलब वो डायरेक्शन दिखा रहा है बस. Now suppose you start from point A, you move to point B, you walked 4 meter. From B again you came back to point A. This is 4 meter plus I cap. This is 4 meter minus I cap. What is my resultant displacement? My resultant displacement is AB plus BA. So what exactly I'll consider will be plus 4 meter plus in bracket minus 4 meter. What's my resultant displacement?
Yeah.
Is that clear? So displacement can be positive, displacement can be negative, displacement can be zero. Is this clear, students?
Yes, sir.
Can I erase this?
Wait for 2 seconds.
इसको तुम पैरेललोग्राम लॉ से करोगे तो कैसे होगा? देखो देखो इसको सॉल्व करते हैं. रिजल्टेंट अंडर रूट, ये यूज फॉर्मूला करो स्टूडेंट्स. व्हाट इज द एंगल फ्रॉम बिटवीन देम? 180 डिग्री. दो वेक्टर्स के बीच में आंसर सुना स्टूडेंट्स. 4 स्क्वायर प्लस 4 स्क्वायर मैग्नीट्यूड है प्लस 2 into A into B. व्हाट इज cos of 180? -1. मुझे बताओ स्टूडेंट्स 4 स्क्वायर कितना होता है? 16
16.
प्लस 16 कितना होगा? 32 plus into minus, minus 16 to the 32. What's my answer? Agreed?
Yes,
Zero.
Yes, sir.
Can I erase, students?
Yes, sir.
Idea by formula also you'll get the same answer. स्वयं formula से भी वही आंसर मिलेगा, ठीक है, और डायरेक्टली करोगे तो भी वही आंसर मिलेगा.
सर तो हमें ना हाँ दोनों तरीके से कर सकते हैं ना.
हाँ हाँ, वो तो सिर्फ तुम्हें एक्सप्लेन किया कि तुम कर क्या रहे हो. अगर तुम्हें फाइनल आंसर लेके आना है, अभी पीयू को मैंने वही बोला, तो 3 मीटर आगे या 3 मीटर पीछे या डिस्प्लेसमेंट क्या हो गया, 0 हो गया. लेकिन वो 0 एक्चुअल कैसे आता है बाय वेक्टर्स, उसी के हिसाब से तुम्हारा आंसर 0 आ रहा है ना. वो प्रूफ करने के लिए बस, यानी जो तुमने पढ़ा है उसी को हम बताते हैं. इट्स नॉट दैट कि कुछ नया, वही चीज को हमने वापस अभी अभी इसका कोई ये ज्यादा करके टीचर्स नहीं बताए, लिखेंगे भी नहीं, क्योंकि बट ऑब्वियस ये सबको पता होना चाहिए, लेकिन स्टूडेंट्स भूल जाते हैं. They forget these things. Okay.
यस सर.
Okay. Now, students, we go for your relations with respect to speed, velocity, and acceleration. Okay. Now, when I speak about the concept related to your speed, velocity, and acceleration. So, in speed, velocity, and acceleration. अभी हम इसके definitions will try to understand. Okay. And we'll try to understand the mathematical formulas. साथ में हम graphical representation भी समझेंगे. Okay, between speed, velocity, and acceleration. The variable used for speed, students, is simply v. ये ध्यान में रखना. v के साथ में अगर मैंने arrowhead डाल दिया तो what exactly is velocity, ये vector है. This is a scalar quantity. This is a vector quantity.
So just like distance and displacement, no?
Very good. Such an intelligent people are you. Acceleration is also a vector. Okay, students, all three. Now, suppose if I happen to go for definitions in all of them. First of all, definition. Can you define speed, students? Can one define speed? So what is the answer? Speed is defined as, students, distance covered by a body per unit time. Students, it's a distance covered by a body per unit time. Is simply called the speed of the body. In how much time, how much is the distance covered? So what exactly its unit I'll consider? The unit in MKS and in CGS would be what? Either meter per second or centimeter per second. अगर suppose तुम्हें kilometers per hour पे दिया है, students, kilometers per hour दिया है. Suppose if I give you x kilometer per hour. Students, can you convert x kilometer per hour to meter per second?
Yes, 5/18.
Yes, multiply by 5 by 18. And x into what? 5 by 18. This answer will be in meters. ये ध्यान रखना स्टूडेंट्स, जब भी तुम्हें स्पीड अगर किलोमीटर पर आवर पे दिया है, अगर तुम्हें आंसर सेकंड्स में चाहिए मीटर, तो मल्टीप्लाई बाय 5 by 18. इफ आई वांट टू कन्वर्ट मीटर पर सेकंड टू किलोमीटर पर आवर तो क्या करोगे?
18
by
by
5.
18 by 5.
जब
Reciprocate
तुम
कर.
काइनेमैटिक्स की इक्वेशन, यस 18 by 5. जब तुम काइनेमैटिक्स की प्रॉब्लम्स करो तो ये ध्यान में रखना स्टूडेंट्स, सिस्टम ऑफ यूनिट्स को समझना, ऑप्शंस को अच्छी तरह से देखना, क्या सारे ऑप्शंस एमकेएस में दिया या सीजीएस में दिया. हो सकता है कि सारा गिवन इन्फॉर्मेशन एमकेएस में दिया हो और ऑप्शन सीजीएस में दिया हो, या गिवन इन्फॉर्मेशन सीजीएस में दिया या ऑप्शंस एमकेएस में दिया हो, या एमके सीजीएस दोनों दिया है और नीचे आंसर तुम्हें सीजीएस में मिला है. तो कन्वर्जन को ध्यान में रखते हुए यू हैव टू सॉल्व द क्वेश्चंस. जब भी तुम कन्वर्ट करते हो स्टूडेंट्स, ये ध्यान रखना, whenever you go for system conversion, MKS students to CGS, तो क्या करोगे? Will you multiply or will you divide? Conversion from MKS to CGS students, क्या करोगे? System of units को अगर मुझे किलोग्राम टू ग्राम कन्वर्ट करना है स्टूडेंट्स, MKS to CGS, तो क्या करता हूँ मैं? मल्टीप्लाई करता हूँ या डिवाइड करता हूँ? 1 किलोग्राम इज हाउ मेनी ग्राम्स?
1000.
तो 1 into 1000 मल्टीप्लाई किया, फिर मैंने पूछा 1 ग्राम इज इक्वल हाउ मेनी किलोग्राम, तो क्या करोगे तुम?
1
Divide.
Divide by
1000.
1000.
यानी ये ध्यान रखना स्टूडेंट्स, MKS टू CGS करते हो तो हमेशा मल्टीप्लाई करना, और CGS टू MKS तो जो कन्वर्जन फैक्टर है वो डिवाइड होगा, ये ध्यान रखना। कन्वर्जन फैक्टर की मैं बात कर रहा हूँ। I get it? Now suppose if I say this is speed, what is velocity? Velocity is a vector. Velocity is defined as what? Velocity is defined as the rate at which displacement takes place, ds by dt. देखो ना, velocity को मैंने कैसे लिखा है? Rate at which displacement takes place. Students, d is equal to ds by dt we consider. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
So we can consider your velocity is equal to displacement upon time. Rate at which displacement takes place. ये जो हमने फॉर्मूला दिया ये है क्या? ये एक्चुअली एवरेज वेलोसिटी के हिसाब से change in displacement upon change in time. Change in displacement upon change in time. अभी सिंपल एग्जांपल मैंने दिया था स्टूडेंट्स, तुम A पे थे, A to B you moved, you covered certain displacement, and then B to C we consider. So what is the change in displacement? Can I say this is a final displacement? This was the initial displacement. What is the change in displacement? ये हुआ तुम्हारा ds. Agreed? यानी क्या होगा? S2 minus S1. So change in displacement क्या होगा? S2 bar minus S1 bar. You took some time to change it ना? स्टूडेंट जब भी तुमने A to B गए हो तो वहां पे तुमने कोई टाइम लिया होगा, या तुम A to C जाओगे तो कोई टाइम T2 होगा। थोड़ा सा चेंज इन टाइम, dt क्या हो जाएगा? T2 minus T1. So can I say velocity is defined as a rate at which displacement takes place? Is this clear? इसका भी यूनिट क्या होगा? मीटर पर सेकेंड और सेंटीमीटर पर सेकेंड। क्या ये क्लियर हुआ स्टूडेंट्स?
Yes, sir.
So,
The rate at which displacement takes place, final minus the initial, हमेशा final minus the initial upon change in time. यही चीज मैंने कहाँ पे बताई थी? रेक्टेंगुलर कोऑर्डिनेट्स में बताई थी स्टूडेंट्स। ध्यान दो, अभी ध्यान दो, ये चीज बता चुका हूँ मैं, तो याद आ रहा है? पोजीशन वेक्टर पहले r1 मैंने बताया था, फिर ऑब्जेक्ट यहाँ पे चला गया, ये r2 आया, तो ये क्या हुआ? डेल्टा r. What is delta r upon delta t? V. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
डिफरेंशिएट
Yes.
कर दिया। अगर मैंने सपोज अगर मैंने ध्यान से देखना, सपोज अगर मैंने r दिया, प्लीज एवरीबॉडी लिसन केयरफुली, मैंने r दिया चेंज इन पोजीशन स्टूडेंट्स, द रिजल्टेंट, ध्यान से सुना, द रिजल्टेंट डिस्प्लेसमेंट स्टूडेंट्स ध्यान से सुनना, अगर मैंने दिया 5t स्क्वायर minus 2t plus 3 in meter, I tell you to find out velocity of the body at the end of 2 seconds, तो कैसे करोगे? चलो फाइंड आउट करो। The resultant displacement of the body from A to B. Students, the resultant displacement from the body to A to B is given as 5t square minus 2t plus 3 in beta. And this resultant
8
displacement.
meter per hour. 8 meter per second.
See, you got the answer. Who is this? Shubh or Cesar?
Sir, Swayam.
Swayam, kya baat hai, Swayam, very smart. You, your friend is getting good answers.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, anybody else who can tell me how to go about this? So suppose if I give you the displacement is from A to B and the time taken is 2 seconds, find out the velocity. क्या करोगे? Come on, Neha, Shubh, Cesar, Riti. Farhan, Neha, Anahita, Aisha, Cesar, Harshal, Rishabh, Shubh.
Yes, sir.
बोलो आंसर दो। Riti is posted. स्टूडेंट्स यही चीज हम लोगों ने किया है बेसिक मैथ्स में. Students, did I do basic maths with you all?
डिफरेंशिएशन करेंगे आर का.
Students, did I do basic maths with you all? Neha, did I do basic maths with you all? I did vectors with you all.
Vector.
Huh?
Vector.
Neha, Pio, you were not with me earlier. Neha, are you there, Neha?
Yes, sir. ही कराया था इंडिविजुअल पहले.
अच्छा, vectors ही पढ़ाया था.
Vector ही कराया.
अच्छा, चलो स्वयं कम आंसर. स्वयं कैसे करोगे इसको बताओ.
सर dr by dt.
यानी क्या करोगे, डिफरेंशिएट करोगे कि नहीं करोगे?
सर डिफरेंशिएट किया ना,
हाँ,
वो
वही
5t स्क्वायर का
मैं वही
5t आया.
अरे
2t
हाँ
का
मेरे भाई, अरे हाँ मेरे भाई, तू सही जो किया, जो तू बोले सो निहाल सस्त्रिया काल. नया पोस्टेड आंसर. मैंने सिर्फ ये पूछा कि क्या तूने डेरिवेटिव्स यूज किया. यस यस यूज डेरिवेटिव. स्टूडेंट्स देखो ना, मैंने क्या बोला, पार्टिकल यहाँ पे था, फिर पार्टिकल वहां पे पूछा, तो व्हाट एक्चुअली चेंज इन डिस्प्लेसमेंट कंसीडर. द चेंज इन डिस्प्लेसमेंट ऑफ गिवन इन टर्म्स ऑफ दिस. Agreed, Izhar, and they started giving answer. अगर मैं इसको differentiate करूँ, students, मुझे velocity चाहिए, तो देखो कैसे निकालूंगा velocity. So velocity is the rate at which displacement takes place, or dr by dt. So differentiating, देखो students, everybody, differentiating क्या होगा, 5t square minus 2t plus 3 with respect to time dt. So can I say I'm using u plus v method or u minus v method? Now see, Vruti has put her answer also. So differentiating 5t square, students. So exactly, differentiating 5t square by dt minus differentiating 2t by dt plus differentiating 3 by dt. Friends, what's the formula? Differentiating 5t square is 5 is constant. Differentiating t square will be equal to what? 2 into t. Y is equal to x raised to n. So exactly, n into x raised to n minus 1 minus 2 बाहर आ जाएगा. Then this will be dt upon dt. Differentiating constant will be 0. ये cancel हो गया, तो बचा कितना, 5 2s are 10, 10 t minus 2. How much is t given to you as 2? So can I say this is 20 minus 2? What's my answer? Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
यस.
Yes, sir.
क्या मैं इसको erase कर दूं, students?
Yes, sir.
No, sir. No, sir. 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
और यहाँ पे मैंने सिर्फ मैग्नीट्यूड लिया, तुम वेक्टर नोटेशन को भी निकालोगे तो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. You can remove the vector notation. The velocity of dr by dt. Simple. Differentiating position with respect to time. Answer 18 meter per second आएगा, students. Students, is the screen blurred?
No, sir.
It's perfect.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Is audio video fine with all of you all?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
रिजा शायद तेरे यहाँ पे नेटवर्क इशू हुआ है. Other students are finding out clear. Sorry, not Rizar. Farhan. Farhan. Okay. क्यों erase करो अभी?
Yes,
कितना
sir.
लिखेंगे? क्यों कितना लिखेंगे तू? बाप रे. Okay, students. Now listen carefully, students. Listen carefully. When I say speed and velocity, students, so speed is distance covered by body per unit time. This is displacement covered by a body per unit time. Now, when I said it that distance, students, but distance is always positive, can never be negative or zero. So what about velocity? Speed is always positive, students. हमेशा ध्यान में रखना, speed will be always positive. Speed will be never zero. क्योंकि डिस्टेंस कैन नेवर बी जीरो, नॉट इवन नेगेटिव। यहाँ पे अगर तुम देखोगे तो डिस्प्लेसमेंट कैन बी पॉजिटिव, हम लोग ने प्रूव किया था, कैन बी नेगेटिव, कैन बी जीरो। तो अगर जीरो हो सकता है, नेगेटिव हो सकता है, पॉजिटिव, तो इवन वेलोसिटी आल्सो कैन बी पॉजिटिव, कैन बी नेगेटिव, कैन बी जीरो। क्या ये क्लियर हुआ स्टूडेंट्स? Because velocity is defined as the rate at which displacement takes place. यही चीज अगर मैं बोलूँ 4 मीटर में ऐसा गया in time 1 second, तो my velocity is 4 meter per second. Okay, and then I moved 7 meter per second backward. So what exactly my change in velocity, students? Final minus initial we consider in that case. Is that clear? तो ये क्या है? -7 + 4, क्या आंसर आएगा? -3 मीटर पर सेकेंड, है ना? चेंज इन वेलोसिटी क्या होगा स्टूडेंट्स? फाइनल वेलोसिटी माइनस इनिशियल वेलोसिटी होगा। तो ये क्या होगा? सो 7 मीटर पर सेकेंड आई कैप, लेकिन नेगेटिव आई कंसीडर इन दिस केस। इज दैट क्लियर? इन दिस केस सॉरी, ये वेक्टर फॉर्म में लिखूंगा मैं। प्लस व्हाट एग्जैक्टली कंसीडर 4 मीटर पर सेकेंड, तो मेरा आंसर क्या होगा? -3 मीटर पर सेकेंड वी कंसीडर आई कैप। ये हुआ तुम्हारा चेंज। इज दिस क्लियर?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So when you
sir.
speak about it, your displacement can be positive, negative, and zero. Your velocity also can be positive, negative, and zero, students. What about acceleration, students? Can you define acceleration, students? How do you define acceleration?
Sir, the rate at which velocity changes
With
with
this,
time.
so loud and clear. Ruby are so loud and clear.
Sir, I am not speaking.
Okay, you're not speaking. Then somebody else was saying it so softly. Acceleration is defined
Change
as
in velocity of
The rate
with
at
respect
which
to time.
velocity changes with
yeah,
time.
rate of change of velocity, dv by dt, students. यानी यहाँ पे acceleration क्या होगा students? Final velocity minus initial velocity upon time taken, change in time, final minus initial. What is the unit of this? Meter second square inverse. That's acceleration. So students, acceleration is what? Rate of change of velocity. It's final velocity minus initial velocity upon the change in time, which I've put as t, simply t. Numerator meter per second upon second. What's your answer? Meter per second squared. Is this clear, students? So these are the three basic definitions of speed, velocity, and acceleration. Speed is a scalar, velocity is a vector, acceleration is also vector, and I've given your mathematical relations. यहाँ पे तुम्हारा displacement can be positive, negative, zero. Students, acceleration also can be positive, can be negative, can be zero. And this part I'm going to pick up in the next lecture. क्या ये
Sir?
clear? हाँ बोलो.
Yes, sir.
Acceleration can also be found by double derivative, no?
Of course, that is the second order derivative of displacement. Okay,
Okay, sir.
we are going to pick up that in the next lectures. Okay, students.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Have a nice day.
Bye. Take care.
Bye, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.